Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to. Feel free to modify, skip, change anything that's not working for you today. Let's begin on our backs. You can come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Go ahead and spread out. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. And begin to slow down your breath. Each exhale, letting go back into the floor a little bit more, releasing unnecessary effort. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead, stretching out long through your arms and legs, reaching through your fingers and your toes. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release. Bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. And then bend your knee in. Open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist, opening out through the right arm. Let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. Letting your fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in. And then straighten this leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. And bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. And then release. Bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then straighten your left leg on a low diagonal. Left arm on a high diagonal, reaching long from one end to the other. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take another little circle or rock, evening out the two sides. And then drop your feet to the floor. We'll get set up for a little bit of core work. Start by drawing your belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. Keep that going. Interlace fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale it. Inhale down. up, and down, up, and down. Let's take 2 more. Last one. Release down, send your right leg up. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take 2 more. Last one. Release and switch. Left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more on this side. Last one. Release and switch. Right leg high. This time take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. Keeping face relaxed, abdominals engaged. 1 more. And then release and switch again. Left leg high, right arm across. Last set. Last one. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in. Another circle or rock. And then roll your way up. Let's come to a tabletop position, hands and knees. If you want to pad your knees and you have something, you might grab a blanket or cushion. From the moment you place your hands on the floor, really spread your fingers, taking weight into the full hand so it's not all just going down through the wrist. We'll take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting the head and tail, arching. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. From here, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back, and dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just go a couple of inches and then push up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. 1 more time, dip down. Press up, round, and then sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Each time you come to a rest, that could be a good place to reestablish your breath, reestablish your focus. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through a table and come back to downward facing dog, sending the hips up and back. And you might pedal out your feet a little bit here, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of the legs. Feeling what it's like to be in this shape now. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and then hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You're welcome to use some support through your arms or just let the arms hang. Feel the weight of your head hanging. The muscles of your face hanging down, changing the shape of your face. Bend your knees a little more and then slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's step up to the front of the mat, coming in mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart, hands together at the heart. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths in down dog or child's pose or sitting or any other neutral shape. One more deep breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Letting the hips roll open and close in response to your leg moving. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Sink low, settle in. Let's grab the left wrist. Take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side. Grab your right wrist. Take it across. Now back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Still feel the hips dropping, feet touching the floor, grounding. Arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. Pyramid pose. We're going to straighten the front leg part way or all the way. come up as high as you need to. If you don't have blocks, you might find something else or use your hands on your shin. Going in the direction of hips square, in the direction of a flat back, and then in the direction of folding, meeting your edge, wherever that is. Last breath here. Let's release, make your way back to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. You might move in some other way. Just feel what you are choosing to do, whatever that is right now. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in, and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little bit higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm, up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge, arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the right wrist. Take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side. Grab your left wrist. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time, the way you don't normally cross. Arms up, tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go, like ragdoll. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. Deep bend in the front leg. Arms reaching long. Last breath. Release. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. Pyramid pose. You might adjust the distance between your legs. Going towards a flat back, towards folding, breathing here, feeling right where you are. And at any moment, you might back out a little or go deeper. Last breath. Let's make our way back to down dog through any movement transition. And then settle into a good rest, whether that is down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. If it's useful, you might close your eyes. Even just for a few moments, nothing to do, nothing to accomplish, nowhere to get. more deep breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink low. So many little details you might think about, feel, notice here, but just doing what you're able. So if you can, outwardly rotate the upper arms to drop the shoulders, look for space in your neck, draw in through the front to create space in the back, even the weight between the toes and heels, and you can just keep adding details as you're able. Last breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Let's take warrior three, shift forward and find your balance. You can choose your arm position. Supporting leg can be bent or straight. Back foot could be flexed or pointed. So you choose your shape, and then within that, how much can you feel? One more breath. Step back. Warrior one, just one breath. Release through your movement transition. Left leg sweeps up when you're ready. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Release through your movement transition. And then settle into your rest. Let go of all of that. Settling into a quality, presence, ease. One more deep breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Come in. And then step right back to warrior one. From here, open out, warrior two. Flip the right palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Applying everything you know, attending to all the details you are aware of. One more breath here. Let's release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Left leg sweeps up. When you're ready, step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Last breath here. Release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Five deep breaths in down dog or child's pose or sitting or something else. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. From here, let's take a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. There are many variations of this. If you would prefer to do a low lunge or take a different arm position, you're welcome. Can you lengthen your spine and feel the connection between that back heel and the top of the head? Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, step up, half moon. Ardha Chandrasana, roll open through the top hip. When you're ready, extend left arm high. Long torso, all four sides, long neck. Energy past the tips of the fingers, past the toes or the heel. Last breath. Let's release, hands to the floor, take a short step back, pyramid, and we're going to set up for revolved triangle. So you may want to grab a block for this. If it's at all difficult to reach the floor, a block can be a big help. And it could be on the inside or outside of your foot at whatever setting works for you. You could also have your hand on your foot, your ankle, or the floor. So left hand is on your right foot, right hand starts at your lower back. Kind of feel, are your hips square? Try and draw that right hip back. When you're ready, extend the right arm high, separating your intention from your results, wholeheartedly going towards full expression, towards a straight line through the arms. May not be straight, it's okay. Towards a flat back, towards a deep twist. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. Feeling what you are choosing to do. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Come into a twist here, right elbow across. Take whatever variation you did on the first side. Nice deep breaths. Keep looking for space and length. Last breath here. Release. Hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Feel free to use props, modify, adjust, however you need to. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Take a short step back, pyramid pose. You might adjust your footing. You may want to grab a block. The right hand is going to be on the foot, ankle, floor, or a block. Left hand can start at the lower back, kind of feeling, are your hips square? Try and draw back through the left hip. Extend left arm high. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest, letting go of all of that. Coming back to ease. Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. See if support is useful. Do you want to put something under your right hip or chest or forehead? Settling into the support underneath you. Can there be even more ease here, even while you're feeling this? Let's take our time coming back up. You can make your way back to down dog, either through a vinyasa or just stepping back, or maybe a little moving around. Just noticing the difference on the two sides. And then when you're ready, pigeon pose left side. Slide the left knee forward. You might adjust the angle. You might add props. Coming down and resting. Keep stripping away unnecessary effort, unnecessary tension. Bring the upper body back up. You can make your way back to down dog, however you do. Feeling what you are doing, using your transition to integrate what you've just done. And then when you're ready, let's come all the way through to sitting. And back onto our backs. You can bring your knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. We'll set up for a couple back bends, starting with bridge. Drop your feet to the floor, hip width apart, parallel. Make sure your feet are right under your knees to begin with, and then press your feet down to lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you, spreading the upper back and lower back away from one another. Take your arms out of your way, roll down and rest. You can rest here until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, take what we just did, bridge, or any other back bend you know or want to try. So you could do half wheel, full wheel, a supported bridge, anything else. Each time you come up, stay as long or short as you like. So it could be just 1 or 2 breaths. Could be a long hold. Whenever the pose feels complete, come down and rest. And rest until you feel like coming up again. And you can just keep repeating that process until you don't feel like coming up again. Whether you're back bending, transitioning, or resting, feeling what you are doing. If you have more back bends in you, keep going, there's no rush. If you are done, or when you are done, you can move on to a counter stretch, happy baby, or anything else to release your back. We are moving towards the end of class, so now would be a good time to really listen. What do you need? Doing exactly what feels right for you to wind down this practice. If you would like to finish with an inversion, if you have an inversion practice and one you feel comfortable to do so safely, that could be a good way to wind things down. If you don't have an inversion practice, typically legs up in the air, either against the wall or right where you are, or for a little bit more of an inversion, you could prop the hips up. And those of you that do headstand, shoulder stand, plow, handstand, please be careful, don't hurt yourself. Listen for the rightness of whatever you are choosing to do. And your inversion may be complete after just a few moments. Could be just a couple breaths, that's enough, and you come down. Maybe it's a long hold. Each time you finish, check in what's needed now. Maybe some counter stretch. Maybe another inversion. Maybe a restorative pose. And when nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable in your final resting pose, Shavasana. So you could adjust your clothing, grab props. If there's a part of your body that could use a little extra attention, you might do a little self-massage. Eventually settling into stillness. Letting go of the control of your breath. Letting go of doing anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles. And eventually stretch out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. Let's come to a comfortable cross-legged position. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Just want to reiterate that I'm so happy to share these freely, and you do not need to pay me in order to enjoy them and to let me know you've enjoyed them. And feel free to share them widely. In fact, I would appreciate you sharing this with others in your life who may benefit, regardless of whether they can pay or not as well. As a yoga teacher, I'm missing that student-teacher interaction, so it feels good to me knowing what I'm doing still matters. So please spread it to people who it might matter for. Thank you.